So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about Eric Ten Hag. Tactic. 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 Not tic tac. Tactic. For anybody who hasn't seen this, by the way, oh my days. Yes, obviously, Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire started today, and Rafa Varane was on the bench, and so was Serge Reguilon. Can you talk us through that? Tactic. Tactic. This guy is a waste. Absolute waste. Listen, big up to everybody inside, man. Make sure you are smashing the like button through the roof. I will be doing a Atleti Celtic watch along, Champions League. No, it's not tomorrow, is it? Is it tomorrow? It's not tomorrow. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I thought it was Champions League tomorrow. I've had a shocker. No, it's the 7th. Okay, forget that. I won't be doing a Champions League watch along tomorrow. Just sub to the channel. We move. Anyway, leave your comments and super chats down below as well. But anyway, Ten Hag, Eric Ten Hag. I've had a mare with that. I can't lie. I've even cancelled something tomorrow as well because I was doing the watch along. There we go. Anyway, Eric Ten Hag, Eric 10 lives, because it appears that he's got 10 lives at the moment. It's not looking good for him, I can't lie. And he's not helping himself. Let's just be real with it. Yeah, what is he actually doing? I don't get it. Like, you're leaving a £60 million Mason Mount on the bench, a player that you went to the house to convince to sign for United, a player that you tracked since March. You leave him on the bench in the biggest game of the season. You leave Rafa Varane on the bench for Harry Maguire or Johnny Evans, either one. You play a centre-back at left-back in Lindelof when you have a left-back, which was an emergency signing, by the way. Well, it wasn't that emergency then. It wasn't that emergency, was it? Because obviously the left-back sat on the bench. So I don't really get what he's doing. The midfield was hilarious. Right, Ericsson, Amrabat, Scott McTominay. I mean, come on, seriously? That has got to be the worst Man United midfield I think I've ever seen. And if it ain't, it's definitely up there. And then at half-time, he hooks off Amrabat. Bruno playing on the right. Well, I say playing. He was walking around the pitch a little bit. Didn't really see him, if we're honest, apart from when he was crying, as always, to the referee. And then Rashford, that guy's a disgrace. I can't lie. That guy is an absolute disgrace. Yeah, any Man United fan who rates that guy, seriously, give your head a wobble, because he is not a good footballer. Yeah, and he's not going to take you to the promised land. It's not going to happen. He's not going to get you anywhere near where you should be as Man United Football Club. And the fact that you've given him a 300 plus grand a week contract, embarrassing, man. You're now stuck with that guy for a long, long time. And yeah, at least it ain't my club. We've been there, done that with Ozil. And at least Ozil had some talent. This guy's got none. The striker you've got, hooked off, boos around the stadium. Why weren't they all booing Ten Hag? Why weren't they all booing the team at full time? Why weren't they all booing all the way through the second half? Yeah, the best player for Man United yesterday was the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper that everyone's been ripping to pieces. The goalkeeper that couldn't catch a cold. Yesterday, he stopped that being 5 or 6. Yeah, and it's kind of crazy, really, when you deep it. But substitutes yesterday, shocking. Anthony and Martial coming on with 5 minutes to go. What's the point? What's the point? You're literally just throwing them to the wolves. Like, it makes no sense. But his interview after the game, I'm baffled. Genuinely, I'm baffled. He started waffling about we can't play Ajax style of football here because we got different players and this isn't Ajax. Then he's waffling about tactic. Yeah, Varane's on the bench for tactical reasons. Can somebody explain that to me? Can somebody leave that in the comment section with a genuinely, reasonable explanation for Varane benched being tactical reasons for Harry Maguire or Johnny Evans? I'd imagine maybe Johnny Evans would have been dropped. But can somebody give me a reasonable explanation as to why tactic? Like, come on. Yeah, is this guy trying to get sacked? Like, you see Roy Keane after the game saying, get rid of Bruno as captain. I'd get rid of him from the club if I was Man United. That guy is a disgrace. Man United captain. Rashford and Bruno are two of the biggest problems at that football club. And until you rectify that as Man United, you ain't going anywhere. Yeah, and it's going to take a long, long time for Man United to get anywhere near where they should be with them two at the club. Unbelievable. You got players just pulling out of tackles. I see Rashford pull out of 3 tackles yesterday, always pulling out of headers. You know, McTominay, like, what do you do? Well done. You scored a couple of goals. Well done, mate. You've then given a few penalties away. Hoyland yesterday, giving a penalty away. And people can say it was harsh or whatever, whatever. Well, Maguire should have given one away to Haaland in the second half. Maybe that was even the first half. I think it was, actually. Yeah, but either way, embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's trying to get sacked, because he don't look like a guy who's under pressure, does he? He's always smiling and laughing and doesn't really seem to care that they keep losing. He's won 7 out of 14 games this season. 50% win record for Man United. What's different between this and Ollie? At least Ollie had the players on side, because it don't look like he has. Don't look like he's got the players on side at all. So I don't really know where you lot go from here, man. I can't lie. Because if you sack him, who's going to want the job? If you don't sack him, where are you going with him? Because you ain't going up. You're currently 8th in the league. Big Man United, 8th in the league. Wow. Mad embarrassing. Mad embarrassing. Yeah, like everyone all over Twitter and all that. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, get rid of him now, get rid of him. And then you still have the hardcore lot that just want to back him. Back him for what? What are you backing him for? A lot more people woke up yesterday. Like, I don't really understand why anyone's backing him. But then again, having said that, who wants to take the job? Who would Man United go and get? I don't really know, if I'm honest. I don't really know. Maybe De Zerbi, but would he go there? I don't really know. I don't get it. I really don't understand how you can spend 400 million quid by 11 players, or have 11 players, I think, of yours, come through the door, and you have 0 playing style. Literally none. Well, I don't know what Man United are. I don't know what they do. I don't know their philosophy. I don't know what they're trying to do. It's crazy. Ten Hag said this after the game. The players decide how you play. Ajax has a very typical characteristic style of play. Yeah, with Man United, I always show different football. Make that make sense? I did so last year. We play much more direct here because we have the players here for that. So he's saying that he plays direct football. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He also said, we'll never play that football because of those different styles of player. Like, I don't understand. The players decide how you play. Well, buy better players then, isn't it? Like, what is this geezer waffling about? I genuinely do not understand how any Man United fan can listen to this guy waffling away in a press conference, yeah, bigging up all the crap players that let him down every week, yeah, and still back it and still think that he's going to somehow turn it around. Like, I don't think he is turning it around. In fact, if anything, he's getting worse. Like, he's subbing off a striker to do what? Shut up shop when you're losing. It's baffling. Honestly, United fans, let me know your takes. Excuse me. I've got a bit of a chesty cold, a head cold. My tooth, I've caught my tooth earlier, and it's killing me as well. So yeah, I'm not in a good way, but I am going to be doing 2 live streams this evening. So make sure you go back and check them out, because this will be coming out after them. So Lee Gunner, the main channel, I'm on with Kenny and Jez talking about the Arsenal victory at the weekend, and then I was on straight after with Henry Wright as well, and then I'm off for dinner. So yeah, Man United fans, let me know in the comments section your thoughts on it. And just any of you, let me know your thoughts on it. What do Man United have to do? Is it just Ten Hag? Is it the players? Is it the Glazers? Yeah, is it everyone? Because it's easy stick to beat the Glazers. Oh, no, it's the Glazers' fault. It's the Glazers' fault. Yeah. Nobody can win with the Glazers. Nobody can win with the Glazers. Well, Erik ten Hag did win a trophy last season with the Glazers. So that's a poor excuse, in my opinion. But for me, the quickest fix is get rid of him. You can't get rid of 21 players, 25 players. You can't get rid of them just like that. especially when the transfer window ain't open, albeit he is trying to get rid of players. Yeah, I personally think that he just wants all the big hitters out, the big earners, apart from Rashford. Yeah, me and Rance were talking about this the other day. Maybe he's scared of Rashford. He don't want to upset him. You know, he's coming out the other day saying Rashford will play every week pretty much, regardless of performances. And again, he played the 90 minutes at the weekend. So if you are Jadon Sancho, you are Garnacho, you are players like that, you're looking at thinking, how comes he gets a free pass? He ain't even doing it on the pitch. I'm getting told off for doing it in training, not doing it in training even. So it's all a mess, isn't it? And I think he's causing a lot of friction in that camp. And I think that he is the issue. Now, I genuinely believe he is the biggest problem right now at Man United. Yes, the Glazers are a problem, but I think right now, Eric Ten Hag is the biggest problem at that football club. The harmony is not there. You've got players all looking around. Where's Casemiro? Suddenly he's got an injury. You know, Varane on the bench. He's mates with Cash. You could put that together. You know, it's a bit weird. You sign an emergency left back and then play a centre back at left back. Your £60 million boy that you tracked for 9 months or 6 months, whatever it was, now benched. Sancho's out the squad. You hook your striker off. It's all a bit weird. It's all a bit weird, people. But listen, I'm just glad it ain't my club. We've been in the doldrums for a long time. I'm just happy I'm seeing something that resembles football at Arsenal right now. So, yeah, it's kind of all good my end. But listen, let me know, especially Man United fans, obviously all other you guys, drop your comments and donations in down below as well, your super chats and that. And yeah, bit crazy, I can't lie. Before we do go, what football matches are on tomorrow? Let's have a look at the footy tomorrow very quickly, because I actually thought there was a Champions League on tomorrow, but obviously not. Not a great deal on tomorrow. Exeter versus Middlesbrough, Mansfield, Port Vale. Yeah, we'll have that off then. We'll have that off. Maybe we could do Derby, Northampton. Anyway, have a blessed evening. Go and check out the videos on the Henry Wright TV channel and my other channel. We're out of here. Adios.